up, Chad?
Yo, what it do, bro? Another one, huh? We batting, we batting 500 right now.
Back to back. Woo-hoo. Hey, one thing about it, cause we can't keep doing it now. We can't go strong. That's how we came out swinging,
Yeah.
and
I
then
mean,
we stopped throwing them things. We came out throwing them things,
I think we
and
were just hitting there, we're knocking bitches out, man. Start
we
getting
we we look we giving real polo the Dunnies out there stretched out. Mm-hmm.
ah,
In the box ring. Mm-hmm. Cause we can't go out like that. Cause we gotta stand tall up.
you're right, you're right, you're right. We just got to get you to be a little more disciplined. After that, we'll be all right.
Hey man. I made it. I made it 2 episodes in a row. We try to keep the thing going, man. You know, we
Absolutely.
1 week away from game day, and
Mhm.
traditionally we always come out with our pre-season part rankings.
Absolutely, and I got them right here.
And this a hard one, man, because this probably the best the part being in that alone. I ain't grew up as a bulldog, I can't relate a lot of nobody ain't come recruit me. Y'all do all the recruiting, going to get these kids. Nobody come give me a PlayStation Sega back then. I don't
Yeah,
know, man. I was on 14. But I'm just pouring out my trunk. I ain't gonna talk about that right now.
yeah. Hey, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just ain't good enough, man. We have to see you in your later years. You know what I'm
I
saying?
could have been a bulldog. Some of that stuff I see, y'all older but lighters, and all the great bulldogs got no bowls. That's another conversation. All these goats.
Yeah,
Y'all
we.
talking about the back then with bigger, faster, strong. Y'all got on the scale. BJ never been on the scale.
Hey, man, lay
Why?
life
Why? Lewis never been on the scale.
on scale too and couldn't win out there.
These people crazy. Y'all people running around with a trash bag, spitting, talking about y'all were bigger than. Yeah, all
Yeah,
right, bro. I'm gonna let y'all have that, bro. I mean, they looked big to me too back then. I'm
get
real life or not though. I got kids on 8 you were bigger than the backs y'all had back then.
and that's the whole everybody because everybody had to be weighted.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So hard to say, oh, it was just this big.
I don't know. I don't think I ever had any claim to fame that we was bigger because I know we had to be. We had
This conversation that happened this week on social media, so that just is sitting on my soul. I had to share that with you, Cole.
near and dear to your heart, huh?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I guess.
But it's a tough one, Coach, man. The part loaded right now.
Yeah.
Somebody got to be first. Somebody got to be last. And
And
people got to
listen,
find their way along the way. So,
we're gonna rank these, and at
let-
first we wasn't even gonna give no explanation to the rankings, but now we're gonna give you our spiel to the rankings. Now remember, when these people make these rankings in college and all that, nobody object to it. That number just be next to the team the next week. So we
what,
like
let,
your Dawg.
what's the criteria, Coach? What are we basing it on? Because all we have is the preseason. So for me, in my head, my thinking is, for one, the quality of opponents that you played,
Absolutely.
whether you were the underdog or the favorite, and did you upset them or did you get upset?
Uh,
That's all about, because you could have went 5-0, scored 100 points, and no points given up the whole preseason. But we expected you to do that with those teams.
exactly. I agree.
And you jump out there with Mayweather and you land a few punches or you knock his ass out. And they like, oh my God. So you ain't have to play 10 games. You could have played 3, like week. So it all depends, all depends, dog. So that's the criteria. We don't have much to go off on. Most likely to make the bowl, and it's gonna change week to week based on how many points you score, how many you give up, the opponents you playing. So we got to start from somewhere. One thing about it, I always figure this stuff out in the end.
Agreed. Yeah. So now that we know the criteria and we know what we're judging upon, so if you're not where you feel like your team should be, you got to think about the criteria that was just set. Right. But I welcome your comments. I welcome the dialogue. I will have no problem hitting you back in the comments.
We got to talk about it. Y'all got to come tell us how y'all feel about this, man. Because everybody might not agree. Some people will, some people won't. Everybody team feel like they number one.
Absolutely.
Everybody ain't show the rest of the part they number one. You got to prove yourself to be number one. You got to get out there to be number one. So it's hard to say you number one and you played your blow. You went out there and seen. I don't want no colleges to catch no strays. You went out there and played the little LCS. You supposed to be SEC. You won 6-0 versus LCS school. I can't respect that. We can't move you up in the rankings for that.
Right. I agree. All right. Well, without further ado,
this is my best part of the season. Somebody will be mad at me.
remember it's 8 teams from top to bottom. From
You want to go with number 1 first or number 8?
number 8. We're gonna start with 8. We're gonna
We're
build
gonna
it up.
start with number 8. Real quick, if you haven't already, tap in. We on IG, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Dawg Check BBB, man, on all social media platforms.
So coming in at number 8, we have the 12U.
12U at number 8.
12U is at number 8. And
who they played, Cole? They played Palm Beach Ibis.
They played Palm Beach Ibis.
Osceola.
They played Osceola.
And KTV.
That was it. Wasn't much more movement. Palm Beach Ibis, you gave them the blues. You beat them. You're supposed to beat them. Osceola came up short. So with that reason, and then not getting outside and playing and not testing any of the other waters, you got to start off at number 8. Not saying you're going to stay here, but this is where you're starting off at.
Yeah. So, I mean, winning solve everything. Keep winning and you'll be where you want to be. So, for right now, we got 8U. I'm sorry. 12U at number 8. The Rude Boys at 8. Moving right along. At number 7. Who we got, Cole?
At number 7, we're going to go at the 9U. The 9U
at number 7.
For me, just like I said with them, it ain't a big sample size. And then we didn't score the ball on offense in that tournament at Wellington. Really kind of upset me a little bit. I thought we was going to be able to do a little bit more.
Yeah, things kind of was slow there. We were missing DJ in Orlando, but I think they won 6-0. They cracked one. Zion cracked at the end. So I know they're trying to run some spread things, and they're trying to figure out who their quarterback going to be a good quarterback competition over there. They moving some things around. But the preseason, I didn't really see the moves I wanted to see because it got nothing to do with last year. It's all about what you bring in, and who you go play. Because we know who the top 9Us are in South Florida. So you got to get out there and check the temperatures with those teams so we can kind of see where you at, where you fit in the box. So I don't think we got a fair evaluation based on the competition that they played, and then they had to have another game rescheduled. So based on what we've seen so far, that's why I think isn't appropriate. I got to go with Coach giving me these, Coach P giving me these as he go, and I'm just going with it. So it is what it is.
But how about disappointed you thus far with the numbers?
Nah, everything's lining up from based on what I seen, because it's hard to judge. And it's really based on, okay, we know who the top teams is on each age group based on, except 6U. So based on who won the bowl last year and the other teams in South Florida. So once we know that, we can kind of figure it out, okay, who they played, the top teams in their age group played, because we're trying to see, are you going to make the bowl? Do you have a chance to win the bowl? So we got to take all that into consideration.
I agree.
So I think that's appropriate right there.
I agree.
Moving on down to number 6.
Number 6 might not be a fan favorite, but I'm going to have to say the 11U. 11U right now ranked number 6 in the park. And it's because of what you said. You said you didn't want to put any colleges on, say anything bad about them, but you are Debo, walk around beating up everybody you can beat.
11U got that Colorado feel where everything going on. They got the hype, they got the swag, they got the energy behind the team. And then it's like San Diego State, Colorado State. And then you jump out there 4-0, and then you go see Oregon. So it's like we want to know where you at before you get to Oregon. We need to know what's going on. We need testimonial before that. So I really don't know what to expect. They can be like wheat.
Yeah.
they can get out there and jump straight on Brick City ass, and I'm be like, damn, because I didn't know, because we didn't play the quality of opponents to test the motor to see how fast we is or how tough we is.
The only I give them one in Orlando. You didn't know those teams was gonna be that bad. You didn't know that they wasn't gonna be quality opponents. But everything when you was here, we could have got it on with some motherfuckers. And I heard a bunch of times, don't nobody want to play us, bitch, make them play. We done seen before a bitch make you have to come see me. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we did enough to make a bitch come see us. Like Dog Pound. Dog Pound did enough to make our team you come see him. Enough talking on social media. Enough bullshit was happening. And we was like, fuck it. You want it, you gonna get it.
And definitely, I mean, the rankings, I don't think it's more so if you're going to make the bowl, because I 100% feel like 11U is going to make it to the Super Bowl. But will they stack up to Brick City? We don't know yet because of who they played. I know Brick City went and seen the number 2 team in the country, you know, and had a shootout, and they went in the hostile territory. Their whole team got surrounded in Texas, and they came out of there with a win. You feel me? So they match energy in a hostile environment. Like, you know, they've been in those games in the Super Bowl versus Derry and in the Bugatti game this preseason. So it's more so about what your competition did and what you did. So until we have a good measuring stick, just like, you know, we had to see what 10U was at, we ain't know until we have something to measure it off of. We gotta kind of go. I think that's a fair evaluation based on their preseason schedule and what they were able to do with who they played.
Okay. I appreciate it, man. Right now. I appreciate you giving me this task and me putting them in order. And you ain't objecting to this. So
I mean, it making sense to me, Coach.
I'm all right with that. So up next, we got number 5. The number 5 team in the park. Because it's getting a little dicey right now. It's getting a little dicey. Number 5 team in the park. Gonna have to be 7U.
7U.
7U at number 5. Although they was outside, they took some lumps too.
Mm-hmm.
They took some lumps. They took some
But
time.
it was outside.
They was outside. They went into hostile territory and damn near got owned. But that's what we need to see to make some adjustments.
But that same team y'all lost to, PPO, the other team in y'all age group, didn't want to play them. You know, or you know, they wasn't able to get that game off. So it's like y'all playing the top 7U's, but the top team in y'all age group ain't playing them. So it's like, okay, they getting out there. They added some nice pieces. They had some good bumps. They went up there and thumped West Orlando. They had a win in the tie up in the first sign of smoke. So I'm like, okay, 7U, the expectations is high. And not only is the expectation high, y'all showed that y'all can get out there and play some tough games and win some tough games.
You ain't backing down and you ready for whatever. So 7U shot to y'all. Y'all got some great pieces. And y'all are better. Y'all are battle tested. So don't this ranking shouldn't deter you. They should say, you know what, we gonna see what it look like at the end.
Come holler at me, Chuck. Boy, you tried up, boy.
Yeah.
Boy, look now. Yeah, I'm like, you right. You show me.
All right.
Coming on down, Coach. And this is the number 1 park in the world. So being number 1, number 5, and number 4 at the number 1 park in the world, like, how can you be mad at that? You would be the number 1 team in 20 other parks in South Florida.
Yeah, understandable. All right, number 4 team. This is where it get a little dicey. Number 4 team, we're gonna have to say the 13U. 13U at the number 4 spot.
BMF.
Absolutely.
BMF was one of the last 2 standing last year, Coach.
Yeah, I understand, and I can't say I want to see them be one of the last ones standing this year, but just off of, like you said, the criteria and the body of preseason work, this where you are now. I would have liked it. I know you brought Big Zip for a scrimmage, but I would have liked to see a whole sample size whole sample size with the fans in the stands, and at their tournament, at our tournament somewhere. I mean, I know some stuff. Everything had to line up for every team because every team got different stuff going on. But I would have liked to see that. But you got, I would say, quality win against Royal Palm, especially after the hype of the game and Sam Curry and all that shit in Palm Beach County. You proved that you was definitely the measuring stick for the county. So I'll take that. But right
I
now,
can't. I think it's less about what Boynton did or BMF did, and more about what the other three teams did with their preseason. So I think he maxed out everything he could have done with his preseason. When you get to 13, it's not as tough. It's top heavy, for
right.
lack of a better term, because everybody transitions to high school. The second or third top team in the age group is in your league, so you can't play them. So you kind of handicapped, and then you didn't get a chance to play. I think that was the Ravens. He played Kansas City, but I think the Ravens supposed to be pretty tough down there. So that probably could have been the only other team or zip in the real game. But besides that, he did what he could have did, But it's just the other teams ahead. I think they did a little bit more and had some more quality wins, to kind of narrow out the top of the list.
I agree. I can take that. Definitely can take that because everybody that's left had some shit going on or did something or a spectacular feat. You know what I mean? All right. So
Love it. And number 3, what you got, Cole?
number 3, I got HBK. HBK at number 3. I don't know.
You talking about me?
Yeah, I'm talking about you. I don't know if that sting a little bit.
That's crazy.
I don't know if that sting a
I
little
ain't
bit.
expect to hit my name called this early, man.
You know what I mean?
I gotta holler at you when I see y'all out, cuz we gotta talk about that, man.
You're gonna have to see me when you see me. I'm being fair. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm being fair, and if you don't feel the same way, I can understand. I mean, you had some quality wins. Definitely the one at St. Thomas, I feel like the opponent wasn't so much quality. It was the environment that the kids had to go into, and they still performed. I think your most quality win of the preseason was against the Ravens, like we already talked about. That game against the Ravens, I think, was the most quality win just because of the history of you and the Ravens. And then on a Friday night at Mills Ponds, we ain't got no chains. I feel like a bit cheap. There's a bunch of shit that was going on that night.
And they Super Bowl champs in their league, So we didn't play no bowl last year. We were able to go knock off a FYFL Super Bowl champ on a Friday night, and a team that we pretty much got blew out by, last year. And we played them in some rough conditions first game of the season, but we was able to go get our bite back. And then Pompano Chiefs played the Ravens as well, and it was a shootout. So I can't even say they were bad. Ravens beat them by a touchdown. It's just I think we performed better that day. We was the better team on that day. But I think Pompano Chiefs definitely is a good quality team. They got a top player. And then I lost. We ended up 5-1. West Orlando played them Temple Jacks, Miami Gardens, and Fort Lauderdale. So I feel like we hit all the top areas in the state of Florida where the best football is played at.
Yeah, and I'm not objecting to that. But these guys, the two guys that's underneath you,
I don't know, Cole, but I just had to speak my piece.
yeah, the two
That
guys,
kind of look credit to me though.
guys underneath you, spectacular feat. There's some shit, you know what I'm saying? Spectacular feat, or putting some shit together and going up. It's just
Cool. So
rough.
that's number 3, man.
Yeah, it's just rough when you get to the.
We went all through Florida, man. All through Florida, man.
I understand. Now,
Who you got down there, Coach? It's 2 spots left. We got 2 teams left. If you don't know who they is, we got the Gametime Boys and the Baby 50 Boys. It's 2 spots left, and it can only be one number 1.
absolutely.
You can rock, paper, scissors, shoot for whoever won. I don't know who it's gonna be, but I'm gonna let Coach P go ahead and iron this thing out, man.
At number 2, got to be Baby 50. Baby 50 right now, ranked number 2 in the park. Even though Baby 50 was outside a lot, played in some tough games. Our tournament was a hostile environment. Even though we was the home team, it didn't feel like you was home. It was a hostile environment, but that's the environment that we wanted to cultivate. You know what I'm saying? End up not winning that game. You lost the HOA twice. Once in the first round of smoke, and then we lost once in nationals. But just the fact of getting the nationals and getting a national win with a team that was just reconstructed, with a team that had maybe 8 to 10 players that had to be removed to go up the nationals and fade. You know what I'm saying?
Talk, George.
Huh?
Talk that talk, George.
Had to remove 8 to 10 starters and go down there with the rest of our guys and went on the national stage and be the national team. So,
hey, y'all know it's so crazy. On the last episode, I said, they went up there without 5 to 6 starters. And then he said, we went up there without 8 to 10 starters. And by the next episode, he going to say, yeah, we was up there without 13 or 14 of our starters.
I can call if you want me to call 8 to 10. And also, we had a starter who wasn't there, but he was eligible when he was at Junior Olympics. That he was 8U. He was a nationals 8U, but he was at Junior Olympics. So that hurt us. You know what I'm saying?
You know that. Breaking news right there.
Exactly.
So if we got 12U at 8, we got 9U at 7. 6 we got 11U. 5 we got 7. 4 we got
13.
3 we got
6U.
2 we got 8U. That only leave one team left, Coach.
Goddamn weak.
Goddamn weak.
But I say, listen,
I wrote y'all weak, boy. I said, I don't know what we got over there. Boy, they got 2 teams over there. They got an offense working over there. They got offense working over there. They want to play Boga Braid. They got there fighting. They want to deal field. Man, I don't know what's going on, man.
Listen, man.
Get what we did.
Hey,
the Dog Pound?
bring their ass outside.
The Dog Pound here? Hell a week looking for him.
on a Monday night, I got to travel to Miami, coming from Boynton to Miami.
And he played at 5:30.
Exactly. I played the first
in Tropical Park, so you had to leave. You were warming up at like 4. You had to leave down here at like 2. It just everybody getting off work early. It just threw off. I mean, the odds were stacked against you, man. You an 18-point underdog, man.
And went there and smacked them people. That's why I said if they under you is a spectacular feat. I can name the rest of his shit in the preseason, but to do what you did to a team that don't lose around here.
Never lost. Never lost down here.
That's a spectacular feat. I have listen. That was a Category 6 storm. That's some shit we ain't never seen before.
We got to give Wheat that win because you got BMF. They scrimmaged the number 1 team in Florida, but no, they didn't. AK number 1 in Florida now.
Mm-hmm.
But they scrimmaged the number 2 team in Florida. Didn't go the way we wanted. We lost to the number 1 team in Florida. Baby 50 lost to the number 1 and the number 2 team in Florida. And then, we just knocked off the number 1 team in Florida, man. So you got to go with, 10U right there, man. I personally felt like HBK was supposed to be there, but hey.
I mean, I don't think you got to expect. That was a spectacular feat, bro.
That was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Speaking of it, on our first week, we will be having our first special guest with the game of the week. Mm-hmm. Coach Wheat will be stepping in our first guest appearance for the game of week versus Plantation. And Plantation really feel like Dog Pound backed out on them and chose us because we were easy. So they really feel like, we still sweet. They really feel like they got that game right there. So we definitely got to bring Coach Wheat in and have a conversation about that and see what his thoughts and input is on that game, and his how he built this team and get a little back history on the Wheat the Great, man.
Yeah, man. So, like I said, the part rankings are. I mean, we went through. I went through the criteria that I thought that they should be at. So now it's probably gonna be all on me. But hey, listen, just prove me wrong. I don't have no problem when after this week come that you prove me wrong. So prove me wrong. We will move this and we will shuffle it around however it need to be shuffled. But the goal ain't to be number one now. The goal is to be number one in November.
In the end, baby.
We'll be number one in November, and I will be at the Super Bowl. And I'll do a whole video saying, damn, they proved me wrong.
Got me again.
Good. This will be a good problem now, because that means we'll just have more teams at the bowl.
Hell yeah. We trying to put 5 in the bowl, man. It's so great because we got our number 5 team is a bowl eligible team. Our number 6 team is a bowl eligible. So we definitely can put 5, 6 in the bowl right now, man.
It can be a Bulldogs fucking Super Bowl.
They might as well let us host. We're not going to Plantation if we got 6 in the bowl.
Absolutely. That's what we got to draw the line somewhere.
Because get what? If we don't show up, it ain't no Super Bowls. So just have it in Boynton. Simple.
I like it. You hear that, President of the League?
Well, Coach.
Hey.
I'm going to have that thing on me this week. Make sure you have your thing on you. It's going to be disgruntled parent and disgruntled ghost coaches. It is what it is. Week 1 coming up. Score 40. Don't give up no points. And things start to change, man.
Till then, here's what it is, man. Appreciate
what it is.
Plugging in, but I welcome all the comments. Just put them down there in the comment box, you know what I mean? And we can talk about it.
Well, people, that concludes episode 12 of the Dawg Chat podcast. Chuck D and P.D. Until next time, Dawg Chat.
Yo.